guys, Ralph here, and welcome to a wonderful Wednesday here at True Power Trumpet Fitness here in Norwalk, Connecticut. And life is good, man. Didn't have to shovel today. It was icy as could be out tonight, but it's already up in the mid to the upper 30s, and it's going to be a slush fest for the next couple days, and then it's going to snow again. Again, why in the world do I feel a need to give you a weather report? I don't know. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Benjamin Margolin, the man, the myth, the legend. And he really is legendary. Okay? Before we start, I haven't done this in a long time. And it has to do with the Russian Margolin and how this can help your trumpet playing. Anyway, 40-pound kettlebell. Doesn't sound like much, but when you're throwing it around like that, trust me, that's a lot of work. Anyway, that is part of this video. So let me honk a little bit, and I will explain what it's all about. Margolin. I did something on him maybe 4 years ago. And it was along the same lines, but it really, what's going on with my health and fitness stuff, I wanted to let you know what's about it too. But anyway, Margolin. When I first started with Vacchiano, the New York Philharmonic had recently, I don't know how recent, but recently had come back from a tour of Russia. Behind the Iron Curtain. Now, you guys, you young guys, are not going to know what in the heck I'm talking about. Okay, you're not going to be able to fathom what I'm talking about. Guys, no social media, none. Nobody even knew the word computer. I mean, internet, no. It wasn't even somebody's, I mean, was Steve Jobs even in the garage yet? Right? This is the early 70s. Nobody knew it. What was going on? Again, without getting into a history lesson, you know, the Iron Curtain, the Cold War, blah, 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 blah. This great, amazing trumpet player, Benjamin Margolin, who was principal trumpet back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, whatnot, in the Leningrad Symphony, one of the greatest symphonies ever, had legendary status. Legendary status. Okay? Paul Bunyan-esque status. The myth. I think that was the title of my last video about him, Paul Bunyan. And when Vacchiano went over there, there was two things he wanted to see. I mean, many things, but he wanted to see in Russia. One was the Great Gate of Kiev, which he was very funny. He said it's this big, and holds his hand down to his knee. I said it was made of brick. How disappointing was the Great Gate of Kiev? He says, but Benjamin Margolin was the real deal. Now, we had all heard of him, you know, through the grapevine, and everybody had different stories. Oh, well, he did this, and that, and the other thing. But guys, we had no recordings. We had no internet. We had no YouTube videos. We had nothing. No podcast that we could talk to him, nothing. Now, I'm going to leave a link down below. It's only 1 minute and 14 seconds. Okay? And of him playing Richard Strauss' Alpine Symphony, the big solo, with the Leningrad Philharmonic. And you listen to that compression, man. And that was on a B-flat trumpet. I'm not sure exactly what mouthpiece it was. From what Jerry and I could remember, it was in and around a 7C. Okay? But you listen to that. Power. Man, that sounded like the full brass section of the Chicago Symphony. It was one guy. And listen to that tone in comparison to the rest of the orchestra. Now, the Leningrad Symphony is one of the strongest symphonies in the world. Berlin, Leningrad, I mean a lot of great European orchestras. Austria. Anyway, the extremely strong. Okay, you listen to how strong they are and how he covers them. He covers them, and he didn't have a microphone that far from it. It's just extraordinary. Okay, now what we did know about him was, like a lot of other Russians, he was a Girovik. A Girovik, which means in Russian, one who uses kettlebells. Now, guys, I'll tell you what. Kettlebells in Russia, again, without getting into a history lesson, is almost like golf. It is not only a competitive sport, but it is something that people just do. They get together and they throw some kettlebells around, they drink some vodka and whatnot, pickle juice, and the whole 9 yards, man, the whole legend and everything. Kettlebells is just I don't know if it is anymore, probably not, but just an integral part of the whole society of the Russian system, okay? And he was not an Olympic champion type of thing, but he was a local guy who was quite good at kettlebell. Now, he's about this tall with a big barrel chest. And I'm telling you what, obviously his tongue was in place. He wasn't straining and all that sort of stuff. But I'm telling you what, man, he developed a lot of his compression and his power with those kettlebells. Now, if you remember, I was doing it years ago when I first started the channel. Okay? And I got away from it when I started using my PNF and all this sort of stuff, which is very good. It doesn't get the results the kettlebell does. Okay? Now, I am starting a kettlebell tutorial on my health and fitness channel. I'm not ready to put it up yet, but it is going to be diet and exercise, and the exercise is going to be kettlebell, and there's going to be a little bit every day. Okay? Now, if you're at all interested, it is a fantastic way to get in shape, help your heart, okay? If you have any sort of health issues, get a doctor's clearance before you start. For a otherwise healthy male, you should start with maybe a 30 to 35 pound kettlebell. Now, the kettlebell, if it's not done correctly, is just a very easy way to get hurt. If it is done correctly, research shows you never get hurt, but you have to know. You have to learn it from somebody that knows what they're doing, and not some knucklehead down at the LA Fitness making, minimum wage. Guys, they haven't been through it. I am completely 100% certified by Pavel Testolin, okay? And I'm going to take all my clients from the beginning. Proper posture, start with the deadlift and all 9 yards, 10 minutes a day on the other channel. And I will let you know when it's going to start, but I strongly suggest, if you're interested. Guys, not even if it won't help your trumpet playing, which it will. It absolutely will. If it doesn't, it will get you in great shape. Great shape. Anyway, that is that for today. Now, what I would end with is that when he retired, he died at 87. So he lived a long, healthy life. But when he retired, they said, what are you going to do with retirement? He says, finally, I can just play my beloved kettlebells. A very thick accent. He's a Girovik, man. Guys, there's something to it. Something to it. Any of you that are using the SFE and feel like you want to take it to the next level, guys, that kettlebell is going to help me get a triple C. Not the whole 9 yards, but it's going to help me. Anyway, Eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.